I heard you, girl.
Let's get it.
Let's get it.
I just knew too much. Cause I make me crazy.
Hey, J-Lo, I see gravity is still undefeated, girl. That once high booty is starting to sag a bit, baby. Take this from a bona fide astrologist. My eyes never lie. We got a humdinger of a show for y'all today on a short turnaround, too. So you know how it is, man. I hope they don't try to get us with some using their
YouTube. Take it easy on us, man.
Yeah,
We
take
not
it
even
easy
that
on
big
us.
yet. We haven't even got any money.
Chill, you know what I'm saying?
Y'all trying to take the money from us out the gate
already and shit. So look.
already.
Right, they're haters. Haters gonna hate.
Pressure. Yeah, man. Dubs, do you remember that saying in competitive sports while we were growing up in the 80s? Suck it up.
That's right.
That's what they used to say, right?
That's right.
Well, pressure either bursts pipes or makes gold. Say it ain't so, Flo. Simone Biles pulls out. Damn, that sounds so sexual. Quits the 2021 Olympics held in Japan. This is some bad news. I thought she was a goat. I can hear the Russians gymnastic coach now. You weak Americans. We must break you. You are not strong like Russian bear. I do. I spit on you. Rod wasn't in Green Bay during the offseason. Instead, he was enjoying life on the left coast, flip-flopping with a man bun in Cali and Hawaii with a new girlfriend actress, Shailene. Is that her name? Shailene Woodley?
Shailene Woodley.
Shailene Woodley. While ignoring Goody Cunts back in Wisconsin. Say what y'all say? Is that his name? Hey, y'all, what is a Packer anyway? Can somebody help me out?
Isn't it like an old car or something like that?
Is that what it is?
Like one of those really old cars?
Why don't they just call it jalopy?
When I think of Packers, I think of in Green Bay, I think of cheese Packers.
Okay. That makes sense.
Yeah, that could be too.
Yeah, it could be true.
But when I think of Cleveland, I don't think of Guardians.
No. I think of Doodoo Brown.
What are they guarding?
That's what I think of. Doodoo Brown. All right, y'all. At the top of the day, it isn't what it isn't.
That's right.
The word of this episode is premature. Yeah. Hey, fam. I say rock Rihanna ASAP before she goes MIA. Did y'all see the pics of them on South Beach?
Yeah.
I didn't see it. I saw the.
Yeah.
I didn't see that, but
yeah.
I'm not checking on Rihanna anymore because she's taken.
Yeah.
She's supposed to be mine. She belongs to me.
Man, she's out there for everybody. She's just
go get your girl, man. Go get your girl.
She's just showcasing right now. That's all.
I gotta go take a flight to Miami real quick. That's what it sounds like.
That's what it is, man. Once you show up, put that thing on her, she'll be ready to roll. Check it out, y'all. Age is just a number, but maturity is a choice. And we all know that.
And fuck is that? Who is you to be asking me questions?
I got to talk. I got to tell what I feel. I got to talk about my life as I see it.
Hey, GPS fan. This is another short story from Uncle Firefly. Love can be a permanent state, but infatuation can only be temporary. I call this one the H-Town two-step. Hey. Back in the day, I went to Houston, Texas for the first time, and I went to a club fishing with my homies. I came up with a big tuna, a Hall of Famer's ex-wifey, y'all.
Ooh.
Yeah. She gave me the digits, but I left town and didn't call her until after a year later had passed, and I returned to H-Town. She was skeptical about the long layoff, so she invited her bestie to investigate and accompany her on our first dinner date at Papados. You ever heard of Papados?
Mm-hmm.
It's like, they got Mama Do's too. Asian restaurant. They sell even, alligator meat or something like that. It tastes nasty like the swamp. Anyhow, her friend tried to size me up, y'all. But I hit both of them with some of that DMV charm and swagger. Well, at the top of the day, I smashed both pumpkins, and her friend and I kept an oath. Yeah. So what should you take from this story? Don't front when you meet a real player. And if you rush, you get crushed. And if you hurry, you'll worry. And of course, two horny people don't respect a relationship. This is what
That's
it is.
very
Man.
no. That last one's very true. That last one's super true.
They're like, the hell with that. There's another way to put it, but I ain't trying to get canceled before we get on, so I'm gonna leave it alone.
Yeah, you two are already on us. They're already clocking us.
I cut it off at 6 seconds. Get that, baby.
We're trying to dodge them, dodge the claims.
Now this is another one. I'm rerunning it now. You can't hit me with that. Vapors. Yeah, they did. All right, y'all. How we gonna do this thing? We're back like the NFL, Aaron Rodgers, Deshaun Watson, and the rest of the teams for the opening of training camp. Hey.
Except Wentz.
Oh, yeah. For Pete's sake, can we stop the analogy of likening homosexuality to the black race? Because the overwhelming majority of people who are of African descent are born to the black race and never had an option to choose or to be of another race. Even though people might joke around and mention the late Michael Jackson and Rachel Dolezal, whereas homosexuals who weren't born a homosexual have made a choice later in life to become a homosexual. So please stop, because this is not a good analogy. And at the top of the day, it just isn't what it isn't, man. Okay, let the hype, but not hoopla, begin again, my friends. This episode is hot off the press and the net. So go ahead and smack that red button and to subscribe and smush that notification bell. Then you can like and share this content with others. And it's spelled GUERRILLA, Podcast Sports, by way of YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and more platforms to come in the very near future. Takes the extra mile and see how lonely but rewarding it is. Let's get it! Keeping it centennial without celebrating the years. That means keeping it 100. Too hot to handle, too cold to hold. What's poppin'? And greetings to our listeners and viewers. Often imitated, but never ever duplicated. We are Guerrilla Podcast Sports, also known as GPS. With the segments Either Or that features island picks and clean sweeps, because as you can see, we are peeps. The Grapevine and the NFC East Chronicles, all on the 500-pound gorilla in the Zoom. Look, we're not trying to reinvent the wheel, but we just don't want to wait over 100 years before we put them on the bottom of a suitcase. And we sent a man to the moon prior to rolling luggage? So let's keep it moving, because we got to give the people what they want and what they need, you dig? And this is how we're going to do it. And now, starting as wise man, my ace and brother who bleeds the other colors of burgundy and gold, the mathematical whiz born and raised in the DMV, but now podcast just outside of the steel city of Pittsburgh, PA, aka the voice of reason, our man, Peter.
What it do? Simone Biles, I'm with you, baby. Rihanna, stop trying to pick me off.
Rihanna's mine. I'm trying to tell you that.
And now, podcasting from the DJ booth at Fishtails in Ocean City, Maryland, while leading the youth movement and Eagles and Lakers fan from day uno, music producer and DJ, aka KOTJ, creating masterpieces in the lab and on the wheels of steel. But like a modern day power forward, he dropped jewels and dimes all the time with inside scoops and solid picks. As a podcaster with a great upside and a tremendous upside, aka Chris Stradamus, Chris B.
Cheers to Russell Westbrook. Welcome to the Late Show, baby.
We shall see. Bye, Russ. And now, showing stick-to-itiveness while riding dirty and repping the Wizards and Cowboys Nation. Podcasting from his sports lab in Prince George's County, Maryland, acting as a restaurant, club, and bar owner during the COVID era, filling in as a waiter, cook, bartender, bouncer, DJ. Yours truly, Uncle P. So, if you are seeking informed sports talk that is never outdated, from the Griot Trio that aren't just grasping for straws because we got facts, then your sports GPS has delivered you to the right location. So huddle up and gather some of this sports info and knowledge with spectacular vernacular. on another episode of the
500-pound gorilla
In the
Oh. What it do, familia? What it do? A
What's
little
good?
late off there, but you know, we back in the saddle, baby.
Right.
Yeah.
Hey. I'm gonna put some words to this for you soon. You gotta get me in the studio.
I get you in the
Yeah.
studio.
GPS, baby, we're back. GPS. Ho ho. Hey man, I love this, man.
It's great.
People.
Great feeling.
It's a great feeling, man. People who succumb to cancel culture are like Biggie said, you soft, ninja, you soft. Because pressure to me is like when I was a teenager having a crush on a shorty and having to call her home. I reminisce. Dubs, you remember?
Oh yeah.
And not knowing whether her overprotective father or strong, cocky ass big brother might answer the phone. Nowadays, y'all have multiple uninterrupted phone boning sessions, and you probably already have some new pics she sent you. She had we had to earn our player status.
That's right. That's right, man.
Some trophies were given, fam. I'm rolled too tight. Y'all can't pull me. Say it again.
I remember being the one saying, "Go ahead, Pete, call her."
Then you get
Hey, don't try to downplay us, because we also had that struggle a little bit. Like when cell phones were first integrated, we still had to call home sometimes.
Oh yeah, but look,
Some
man,
girls didn't all have cell phones. We had to use their home phone.
use the home phones. Okay, so some of y'all had to deal with the struggle, but a lot of times when you try to get through, some other Bama from across town that she met is like already on there.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like, hold on. Then you're like, hold on, man.
No one is available to take your call. Please leave a
Exactly that.
It was rough out there, man, but we made it through, didn't we?
Yes, we did.
Made most of it, y'all. Yeah, man. Man, we got a good show for y'all today, man. Let me see what we're gonna dive into real quick, or delve into. Yeah. Oh, okay. Real quick, the Professional Team Association. I didn't complete this, but anyway, it's real short this week. Dubs, Team America.
Winners.
Okay. Basketball team.
Talking about this them
hope they
or
win.
the entire Team
big,
America?
You too big. Look, Team America.
Bronze.
Bronze. Okay. Dubs, Team Japan.
Hopefully less than bronze.
Okay. Chris B, Team Japan.
Silver.
Okay. Chris B, Colts.
Will not have win starting week 1.
Dubs, Doodoo Browns. Can't say
Give me that one next.
on paper, the best team in the NFL.
All right.
What? Oh my God.
They got a lot of stuff on there.
That's
All
a
right,
reach.
let's push this thing forward, man. Here is the rundown of topics for this episode. The NFL top stories with a look around the league. The NFC East Chronicles, baby. Chris B balling with the NBA news and finals updates. Oh no, I'm sorry. Just the finals are over, so it's just
Finals is done. Yeah. We're just doing trades and draft stuff. And
Draft.
Also, MLB. Oh yeah, the draft. That's right.
Yeah.
MLB dubs, doubles, and double plays. Also, the grapevine and kicking it with Uncle Pete soccer scores and updates. Also, this episode's crash dummy. Also, some Ida or and the joke of the episode. All right, y'all. Let's kick it right off the tee with the NFL offseason news and updates. What do we have? Uh-oh. Is that the ambulance picking my man up? We'll get to it.
You already know what's up.
Soft tissue.
2020, soft tissue in his foot, I guess. 2021 first round quarterback Zach Wilson and Trey Lance. Well, I said Zach just signed his contract, his rookie contract, but Trey Lance has not. Therefore, are not in camp. Who is needed more by their team?
I mean, it's obvious to me. I think it's going to be Trey Lance is going to be needed more.
You think so? Because they got Jimmy G there now.
Yeah.
Jimmy G, he ready to start.
Yeah. Jets fans.
No. Actually, no. Okay, I'll give it Zach Wilson because actually he's their future. I'll switch that up. I've totally forgot, but he's already signed, so it's all good. So, in my eyes,
yeah, he's more.
Yeah, it's definitely gonna be Zach Wilson.
Okay, Dubs, who you think?
Definitely Zach Wilson because Jack Jets fans, they're eager for him to start. I mean, they drafted him to start.
Right.
Because I can't think of who his backup is, but
doesn't matter. They're the Jets.
Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
They're the Jets.
Doesn't matter.
All right. Sorry, DJ Swig. All right. Number 2, the Washington football team. Riverboat Ron is beyond frustrated by the low rate of players being vaccinated. What could this potentially be for your team down the road if this issue isn't rectified? Dubs.
Hey man, there could be major ramifications from that because remember he's immunosuppressed because of his cancer thing last year.
Oh yeah.
And so he's those players are just going to have to mind their P's and Q's and make good choices outside of the facility. Because I mean, you not only could hurt your team, I mean, you could hurt your coach.
Yeah, you could kill him
directly.
Yeah, man.
So, kill him. It's a much deeper issue when you talk about death.
Exactly. So, so his frustration is real, and I think as a fan, I feel it.
Yeah, I believe so. B.
What's crazy to me about this situation is it's insane because y'all were there the entire time he, went through his chemo. He had to take days off, stuff like that. Y'all were supporting him then. You need to support him now and get the vaccination because you guys are an NFL team. You travel all over the state. So it would be pretty important to make sure you're inoculated so you don't pass that on to your beloved coach that you stood by the entire time. It'll be, I don't understand. Like, to me, I would be a little bit like egotistical and be like, this is like a sign of disrespect. I'm like, come on. You saw the whole process of me getting through this cancer. So I would like for everyone to take that into account when it comes to the next upcoming season. Not only, don't even focus on the forfeit rule. Focus on the fact that I'm recovering. I'm still recovering. I'm immunosuppressed. The variant's out. Get vaccinated, please.
I took it from last year. You had guys like Dwayne Haskins going to the strip club and all that.
Yeah.
And then, I'm sure some other players were doing it well, just not to ride him. But man.
Quick additional note on that. Last year, the Washington football team was one of the best teams all year long in relation to COVID. They only had 2 players actually test positive, and they were players who weren't even on the active roster. They were like the practice squad, or they were injured. I think they were injured, so they weren't even on the active roster. So but only 2 occurrences that did not lead to any type of shutdown of their facility at all.
Well, let's see if they do the same thing this year, because right now, looking at the Washington Nationals,
you got gutted
rampant around DC. blood. All right. Xavier Howard, I thought his name was always Xavier, but Xavier Howard of the Miami Dolphins says, I don't feel valued or respected. Who should be good suitors for his services? Anyone?
Who around the league needs I don't know where he rates.
Shutdown corner. He's considered a shutdown corner.
He's considered shutdown? Okay. I wasn't sure if he was or not. So if he's considered shutdown, then every team in the NFL could use
him. Any suitor available that can give him the means to
So who would he start over for y'all? Because if you bring him
for us,
would you sit Slay down or would
you sit Nelson down or you sitting the second guy down?
You put him a notch above Nelson then, which makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay.
Slay's still Slay, but if we ever got the opportunity to get a shot at Xavier Howard, I'm taking him over Nelson. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
sorry,
Nelson.
I mean, even though he's the background right now, I'm not.
Hey,
I'm not going to put him over Howard.
You heard what I said about Deshaun Watson. Sorry, man. Anyway, I didn't mean it, man.
We're both number 4. That's the funny story about that.
On my end, I say they better pay that man if they want to, any interceptions this season. Because if they're depending on Byron Butterfingers Jones, they're depending on a broken stick. It ain't going to happen. That man spent like, I don't know how many seasons in Dallas, and he came up with like maybe 4 interceptions total. Come on, man.
Yeah.
He's a good, defender, cornerback, but he just can't get those turnovers, to switch fields. So
I agree.
That's why
he's
parted ways with
Howard's definitely the reason why that secondary hasn't like a good anchor, and that defense was able to be very successful last season.
It wasn't because your man was showing out like that.
Yeah.
All right. The power of A-Rod has Green Bay's general manager Gutekunst, whatever you want to call him, forging a trade with the Texans to reunite Randall Cobb and A-Rod. How y'all feel about that, man? You think he's flexing on them right now?
Oh yeah. He just proved his general manager non-existent.
Can you see A-Rod just being like, and I told you, get out the room. Get out of here.
Yes,
You're next.
I can see that. In his little speech, you notice how he said,
he called him out.
He said, I love my team. I love my coaches. I love my city.
Yeah,
he
never met
no GM talk.
No GM talk.
Dirty to that guy.
No GM talk.
He talking dirty to he got no respect for him. And he didn't show respect for him. So hey, what the hell?
I mean, Rodgers is and will forever be the voice of that team until he leaves.
Right.
They can do whatever they want to get him to stay next season, but I say it's too little, too late.
Yeah.
They should have drafted him a young rookie, a good, nice young rookie weapon. The season they drafted whoever,
Love.
Jordan, whatever.
Jordan
Love,
yeah.
Yeah. They should have definitely replaced him with an actual weapon that Rodgers could work with. Yes, he has Devontae Adams, but that's not going to put him over. They need a whole full functioning offense. Look at the Chiefs. They have multiple weapons. You have to have that pivotal quarterback, and then you have to have multiple facets to score, not just that one-dimensional, number one wide receiver. So, yes, getting Randall Cobb is cool, but it's too little too late in my eyes.
Yeah. But Randall Cobb should do a good job for them. I remember when he played with the Bulls. Yeah. He almost went for 1,000, and he wasn't even the main target back then.
Yeah.
All right, moving on. QB Lamar Jackson of the Baltimore Ravens, just right up the street, tested positive for COVID-19. How y'all feel, man?
Did he catch it from any of those boys on the basketball court that he was
catching? That's a great question.
That's what I'm looking at. Man. He was jamming them. He was all in between them, no mask. Yep. So, people got to spread the word.
Up close and personal.
Yeah, man.
Up close and personal, man.
You know what? He's making some fairly boneheaded moves in the year that he's up for a contract extension. Yep. But keep it up, doo-doo.
My thoughts on Lamar is just like you got everything you need to be great, and you're just doing some really weird things.
Right.
Like, come on, everyone loves you now, and then now you start doing things that's very unfavorable in the public eye.
MVP,
like
all that.
You understand the risks of getting COVID, especially if you're unvaccinated now. So I suggest someone at least talk to this man and be like, "Yo, clean it up." It's almost time for the season. I don't know. I don't know his vaccination status, but if you're
that money,
that's what I'm saying. I'm like,
we're not too far. Well, I don't think we're too far away from the NFL teams publicizing who's vaccinated and who isn't.
It'll come out soon because they're going to have to know where, who, and what if something happens, like an outbreak of some sort. Because I guarantee that's going to happen regardless of all the rules in place to prevent. But it's going to happen.
Yeah. All right, y'all. On some better news, up news. Colts right tackle Brandon Smith just signed an extension worth $72 million, with $42 million of it guaranteed. Things are looking up for Carson Wentz. Wentz. How do y'all think, man? Y'all think that he's deserving of that money? Him and Castro and all. I mean, no, not Castro. What's the guy's name? The other offensive lineman who plays for them.
Castillo?
Yeah.
No.
They have another top-notch. I forgot his name. It's on the tip of my tongue. But I think that shores it up, that offensive line. Now, if you have two bona fide all-stars or all-pros like that, that should bode well for them, I believe.
I mean, a good offensive line, I mean, coming from a former person that had Carson on his team, a good offensive line will automatically give you success if you have him on your team.
Right.
So if you have two all-pros on your offensive line,
does he be hanging on to that
if Carson stays healthy, they can definitely get that 70% of snaps that we need and get that playoff berth so get that first rounder.
Woo!
Help me.
You think that was a good move to sign that man up for that 72?
Yeah, I think it's a good move to sign him up, but now they got to work on these offensive linemen and them shortening up their backpedaling steps so they don't step on Carson's soft tissue foot.
Oh, speaking of, perfect segue. That's the ambulance. Come pick him up now. Not so fast, Carson. It's reported that Carson is already down and wincing from what looks to be a foot injury. Well, Howie, there goes that first round pick. B.
My take on it is, yes, we were smart in trading him, and this sucks because I want that first rounder. But it just shows that Howie was once again ahead of his time, and shows that sometimes, even though he makes some bonehead decisions, it's like extremes. Like he can be really dumb and really smart. Like there's no in between. But like it's either he makes the good move or he makes an extremely bad move. And this trade is starting to show from this stage right now that Howie was already ahead of his time. But
maybe it's just Wentz sticking it to you guys. Like, oh yeah, well I'm gonna sit out a couple of games.
It could be, but
so you don't get that first round pick.
There's been reports that's already being looked at. Doctors are analyzing to see the severity of the injury, stuff like that. And it's like,
yeah.
It's a new body part of Wentz that's going to become under scrutiny. Because I feel like even if he's fine, it'll probably pop up in the middle of the season or a couple weeks down the road, and we'll be seeing him out. But yeah, those backups better start getting their reps in because none of them have any NFL snaps under their belt. By the way,
hey, we got Bortles we can send them. Speaking of.
Nick Foles, the Colts.
You got anything to add to that, Dubs? You got anything to add to that, man?
Just this.
On all sides. We don't want y'all to get that first round pick anyway, B.
We already got two. I'm just like, one more will be fine.
We don't want y'all to get a third one.
Of course I don't want. Yeah, because I hate it.
Howie, there's no way how we can F that up with 3 first round picks. I mean, you can play spin the bottle.
Imagine if we keep those 3 picks and actually use them and get good talent for Jalen Hurts.
Just imagine.
Oh my goodness.
Don't get well soon, Carson. Stay.
No, get well soon, Carson.
Take your time. It might be plantar fasciitis, whatever they call it.
Get your calcium, your vitamin C,
you might
all your vitamins.
Check it out. All right, y'all. Moving along. The NFC East Chronicles, baby. We are ranking the top 4 players at the positions within our division: the quarterbacks, running backs, wide receivers, tight ends, and of course, the big nasties, the offensive linemen. So I got a number in my head from 1 to 10. What is it?
2.
4.
Damn, 5 again. Why would you go 2? Anyway. Take it away, B. Take it away.
We start with quarterbacks?
Yeah, we're going to start off with quarterbacks.
Top quarterbacks ranked number 1. I'm giving it to Dak only because I'm not being a homer. I'm trying to be as less homer as possible.
No. Then you're not doing your job if you're just being a homer out here.
Yeah. Okay. So I'll give it to Dak. I mean, out of all the QB experience and success in our division, currently with the ones that we have, he is the best, just outright.
Okay.
Number 2 will surprise you. Jalen Hurts. I'm sorry. I'm giving it to him. He's going to be the two-way dual threat quarterback. That's the new NFL.
I'm not surprised though, by the way.
Of course, because I'm like, I just don't see him not being successful. He
Right.
he's a dual threat on offense now. He's not just a passer, he's also a runner.
Right.
So between him and Fitzpatrick and Daniel Jones, I'm like, he's a bigger threat. And like all those two guys are more pocket passer dangerous than Jalen Hurts in my eyes, but they don't have that second ability to make a play or avoid a sack, or you know what I'm saying, just get some yards with your legs. Maybe Daniel Jones from here to there, but that's not his style.
Right.
Number 3, of course, Ryan Fitzpatrick.
Okay.
It's magic, it's tragic. You already know what's up. You don't know what you're gonna get. So the expectations are pretty high for him. And I mean, yes, he has a lot of offensive weapons to work with, but it all comes down to how he plays, not them.
What you gonna get?
And if it's a toss-up, I'm gonna give him 3rd, and of course 4th is Daniel Jones because, bruh, I'm done talking about how bad this man is, and I'm tired of the Giants and Giants fans trying to convince me this guy is good. He's trash in my eyes. Like, why do you believe in this man? Why have you not drafted anybody and moved up in the draft and got a good quarterback? Daniel Jones is not that guy. He has all these offensive weapons, and I guarantee he'll definitely be still mid-tier or bottom half in quarterback rankings this upcoming season.
You play fantasy football, right?
Of course.
Okay. I bet you if he's the only one left for you, I bet you choose him and you'll be rooting for him.
I'm not drafting. No, I'm not.
You'll be rooting for Dirty Daniel.
No. If you could give me an NFL backup and Daniel Jones, and I'm drafting the backup.
You'll forfeit their spot.
I would draft a retired quarterback before I draft Daniel Jones.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Thank you, Dubs.
Alex Smith. Alex Smith, is he on the board?
Exactly.
All right, cool. That's a good one. So you got Dak, Jalen, Fitz,
and then Daniel.
Daniel. Okay, who you got, Dubs?
All right. So I am not being a homer here. Okay.
Okay.
I'm just warning you.
Okay.
I am not being a homer here.
All right.
All right. But number 1 goes to Dak. Okay.
Okay. I thought
Number
you were
1
talk
goes
crazy.
to Dak. You know, all things taken into account, number 1 goes to Dak. That's beat without question.
Of course.
However,
number
2 goes to Fitzpatrick.
And you're not being a homer.
You right?
You just moved up the board, baby.
Now, this is not based on as much as what he's done, but more what he's going to do in the offense that we have put out for him with the players that we have.
Okay.
Believe me, Fitzpatrick's about to have the best year he's ever had.
I don't believe you.
It's coming.
I guess you can believe in him, but it's a toss-up with me.
All right. So number 2, you got your boy Fitzpatrick.
Yes.
All right.
Number 3, Jalen Hurts.
Okay.
And I think that's hands down. Here's where it gets funny. Number 4. Number 4.
Yeah.
It's going to be Heineke.
Taylor Heineke.
Okay.
Oh, my God.
Waiting to jump in and take some reps.
I don't disappoint.
His man's chomping at the bit. I don't know what you're talking about.
And look, I have to go with him simply because Daniel Jones is absolute trash, like my man Chris B has stated.
Thank you.
And I would rather take in fantasy football, I'd rather take someone who's no longer in the NFL before I draft him, or before I pick him. So, so yeah, that's my 4.
That's your 4?
Yep.
All right. Before we get started, I just want y'all to know that, I'm an equal opportunist hater and ribber. And, hey, you saw what I did last week, right? I even broke out a song for your man. Hurt so good, okay? All right. Number 1, I have, come on, man. Call me a homer or whatever, but I'm not a homer because we all chose him. Clean sweep, Dak Prescott, number 1, baby. Number 2, this might surprise y'all. Even though I went hard on him last week, I'm going with my man Jalen. Jalen at number 2. Yeah.
I told you.
Yeah. Well,
that boy gonna be the truth. I'm trying to tell you, you're not listening to me.
But this is where it gets tricky, y'all. And Y'all might not like this. I can already see it coming down. Daniel Jones at number 3.
Wow. I don't know what you see in Daniel Jones. I don't see
it. Hey, I'm just ranking them. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know what Dub sees in Fitzpatrick. Or
he tripped over his. Have you ever seen Fitzpatrick trip over his own feet?
Exactly. That's all you need.
Other thing, but I've never seen Fitz Magic or whatever Tragic run that amount of yards. He's not that athletic. I mean, he can scramble.
He's not that fast. That's not his game. But neither is it Daniel Jones's game.
It really wasn't. Like
anyway, we're gonna clean this up real quick. And at number 4. Fitzpatrick smelling like his bacteria-laced, unkept, filthy beard. Yeah, sorry, Dubs. But look, you know, like I said, I'm an equal opportunist ribber. Let's get it. You know where this is going, Dubs.
You magic.
I never believed in QBs that couldn't achieve. I can feel them. Then how can they leave? No Fitz magic in DC. And when I saw you couldn't achieve it. You took them L's, you couldn't retrieve it. Said to myself, what's it all about? Now I know there can be no doubt. You can have his tragic. You can have Nathan until he retires. It's tragic. And you know you're the one who started a dumpster fire. You know damn well that dirty beard smells. You consider a shave when you get that hit. A slobber knocker from Micah. Now Dubs knows you're old as shit. You're do shit, do shit, do shit, do shit, do shit, do pu.
You sound like Dirk Diggler in the recording studio.
Oh my gosh. If Uncle P keeps singing, I'm gonna have to keep taking shots.
I got lyrics, so you know what? This all season long is just gonna be me remaking 80s hits all on y'all every single weekend. All right, next week it's gonna
be when y'all start losing to us.
Oh no, it gets worse when you start winning. And the worst thing that can happen is for us to be winning and winning big. Oh my goodness, this is gonna be the best show ever. All right, y'all, moving on. Running backs, who y'all got? Chris B.
Well, I think we have 2 of the top 10 rushers in our division. So number 1, Saquon Barclay. Yes, he's coming off an injury, but he's still that dude. He's going to be the center of their offense in New York, and the reason why they'll be successful under Daniel Jones.
All right.
But it's going to be Saquon's offense in my eyes. Number 2, I'll give it to Zeke. Yes, he's had some weird last season, but he might be on the bounce back, especially if Dak improves his game.
Yeah.
After coming off his injury as well. So it's a little bit of an upside for Zeke's numbers coming into this season. And number 3, Miles Sanders. He will be utilized a lot more, Eagles faithful, because I believe Nick Sirianni knows how to actually run an offense.
Okay.
He's also a dual threat running back, like today's modern new trend of running backs currently in the NFL.
Catching and running.
Number 4, of course, your boy Gibson for the football team.
Okay.
It's not 4 because he's the worst. It's 4 because we have so much RB talent in our division already. I still think, if anything, these 4 running backs could be in the upper echelon of running backs in the entire league.
Okay.
So this 4 is not a bad 4 in my eyes. So that's my rankings.
Got you. All right, Dubs, what you got?
Okay.
Homer.
Here it goes. He's like, there it goes. That's the Homer face. It's the Homer face right there.
Number 1, Antonio Gibson from the Washington.
Right.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I called him Josh.
He picked
Antonio.
him. He picked him to.
Of course, he did.
Yeah.
And I have him at number 1 because I think he's the most complete back. I think he's the one who's going to have the most all-purpose touches and the most all-purpose yards. Okay. And so that's why I have him number 1. Zeke doesn't catch a lot. Nah. Barkley, they're not going to have him run too many routes. They want him only running the ball since he's back from injury. Sanders.
He's going to be splitting time with carry on.
No, he's not.
And Gainwell. Y'all got a lot of horses in that stable.
Yeah.
But they also have McKissick now.
Yeah. We also have McKissick. And McKissick is the same type of back as Gibson. So
That's true.
So if anything, that's an injury policy. That's an insurance policy. So, so yeah, Gibson number 1. I have Barkley number 2. I have Sanders number 3.
Okay, they doing my boy dirty. All right,
that was a plot twist. I was not expecting that.
And I have Elliott number 4. And here's why I have Elliott number 4.
Tell me why.
The Washington football team has a linebacker that just absolutely blew him up multiple times last year. And you would think that Zeke would have learned his lesson, but he did not. Awesome. Now, on the plays where he got the best of Zeke, I don't think Zeke was 100% with it. I don't think his head was fully in the game. And I really do think Zeke missed having Dak.
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah.
But he'll be back this year.
Yeah, he'll be back this year, but not fully healthy, as we already know.
Come on, man.
So
that ain't real injuries.
So yeah, I have Zeke number 4, man.
Okay, I got you. All right, my list real quick. Y'all know how it goes. Zeke number 1. All right. Number 2, Saquon. Yeah. Number 3, Antonio Gibson. I'll give that to him. And number 4, I have Sanders. Now, Zeke and Saquon go 1 and 2 because they are so nice. They just go by one name. All right. And I know y'all think I'm being a homer by ranking Zeke number 1, but the only reason why I rank him at numero uno is because Saquon is coming off a knee injury and AG has to prove he won't have that sophomore jinx or slump. All right. Miles, he'll be splitting reps with his carry on if he doesn't gain well. So
y'all don't know. Y'all don't know how well this man runs. Y'all see how fast he runs.
He got to carry on because he didn't gain
home run ability.
We'll see.
Every touch, home run ability. This man got jets on him. Fifth gear.
Wide receivers.
Whatever.
Go ahead, B. Wide receivers.
Number 1.
Oh, we know this.
Be Amari Cooper.
Yeah, of course. Who you gonna put? McLaren?
Sorry, it makes sense.
Yeah.
I mean, you can even ask Madden because they have him in the top 10 on the Madden rankings anyway. Yeah. Number 2, I'd give Terry McLaurin.
Yeah, number 2.
The nickname and moniker of Scary Terry. Come on.
Okay, I thought I was the only one who came up with that. I have Scary Terry on here. Someone already came up with that?
His own teammates came up with that in his rookie year.
Yeah.
Oh, see, I never knew that. I call him Scary Terry on it. Okay, go ahead.
I don't want to give the Giants a look because I don't think Kenny Golladay is going to be that guy. So number 3 is Devontae Smith. Rookie of the year. Funny. Offensive Rookie of the Year.
Homerville.
Devontae Smith. Number 3. Homer for number 3. Come on. I can see if I had Devontae Smith number 1 over Amari. That sounds crazy. Okay. But a rookie number 3, I give him the number 3 ranking, and number 4, I give Kenny Golladay. Because
Kenny Golladay. Okay.
Why? Okay. I don't know. Who else is the number 1 receiver? What, Slayton? Okay. I don't even who's going to be the number 1 receiver on the Giants? I don't know. I can't give you an honest answer.
Okay. Who you got, Devs?
Homerville. Here we go. Terry McLaurin, number 1. There you go. Homer time. Homer.
I have McLaren number 1. Scary Terry.
Terrible.
Just go by the name, man. Scary Terry.
Terrible.
He's good, but he ain't that good.
Number 2, CeeDee Lamb. Yes.
What?
Put CeeDee Lamb.
Yeah, that's why I was like, who you putting Galladay in a rookie that we haven't even seen play in the NFL yet? Come on, Doug. Come on, B. Go ahead, B.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Finish it out, B.
Number 3. Number 3, Curtis Samuel.
Oh, Homerville.
You gonna put 2
who's playing with y'all for the very first time.
That's a Homer ranking.
For the very first time. We don't even know what he looks like playing with. Who's going to be throwing him? Fitztragic or Heineke? One of the two.
Doesn't matter.
Or his boy, or Allen. Maybe Allen might be, because he knows Allen real well.
Some receivers are called wide receivers. Some others are called always open wide receivers. He's going to be.
I should have wrote a song for this. I should have wrote a song for this one.
Yes, you should have.
Yeah.
You should have wrote the wrong song.
And number, you got for number 4. Number 4, Cole Beasley. No, just joking.
He's in the Bills.
I know, but he's a former Cowboy.
I know he's a former Cowboy.
He's just making fun.
He's trying to make a joke.
Who you got? Who you got for number
4? Amari Cooper.
Amari Cooper. Okay, so we'll take
Eagles
that.
Receivers.
I like the slander. We'll take 2 on there. So you got 2 and 2. 2 and 2. I got you.
Whatever.
You made somewhat sense, but I'm gonna make it make more sense. Okay.
Okay.
Obviously, wide receiver number 1 is Amari. Okay, we know it's Amari. Number 2, I'll give you Scary Terry McLaurin. Okay. Number 3, I'll give you CeeDee Lamb. How does B pick a guy who's never played in the NFL? And I'll give you something to back it up.
And has a target on his back.
It don't matter. It doesn't matter. We'll see. Hey, check this out, y'all. So number 1, I have Amari. Number 2, Scary Terry. Number 3, CeeDee Lamb. Number 4, Michael Gallup. Whoa! The trifecta.
He put 3 receivers.
Amari.
That's all about homers.
Once again, Amari, let me finish. Once again, Amari, because he is so nice that he just goes by one name. And statistically speaking, with 16 games last year, he had 92 receptions, 1,114 yards and 5 touchdowns, 69 yards being for his longest catch, and 408 yak without any fumbles. It was close statistically with Scary Terry, but Amari put up those numbers with only playing 4 3/4 of the games with Dak, and the rest with the red firecracker, Andy Dalton, Double G, smelling like Danucci, bad Danucci at that. Now, y'all forgot about that, right? That they were playing with 4 different quarterbacks, like sorry quarterbacks at that. Okay. However, Scary Terry, 87 yards, 87 catches, 1,118 yards, 4 touchdowns, and 68 for his longest catch with 490 yak yards. Did it with a one-legged Alex Smith, Kyle Allen, Taylor Heineke, and a dude who got beat up by his wife in Sin City and decided not to follow the golden rule of what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. And the DMV's own Dwayne, he's in a different world, Haskins, okay? And CD Burner Lamb came in with his stats as a rookie, I might add, and the same situation with posting. How can he go? Do you know this man came in as a rookie and played with 4 different quarterbacks?
Sophomore slump. 4
different quarterbacks, and this is his numbers. B, listen to his numbers: 74 receptions. You think he's not going to improve on that this year? 935 yards. He missed by 65 yards of breaking 1,000. Okay, that's CeeDee Lamb, a rookie. What do you think he's gonna do in his second year? And I already see what he's doing. I can't wait for the season to start so I can shut y'all up. 5 touchdowns. He led the team. 52 for his longest catch. 317 yak. And guess what? MG similar circumstances. Okay. He finished with 59 receptions, 843 yards, playing with Cass Firecracker and, Gigi Double G and Bad Danucci, smelling like Coochie, and 254 yak yards with no fumbles. And no one from the Eagles or midgets could even measure up to those stats. And though Curtis Samuels had slightly better stats than MG, he is a newcomer to the NFC East. So I couldn't put him on the list, Dobbs. So, I think you're wrong on that. And you're definitely wrong on putting a rookie up there, Devontae Smith. But anyway.
Good. I want to be wrong so I can prove y'all right after the season's over.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You're going to have to prove us wrong when the season's over. I'll be waiting to see.
I use my Christradamusness against all of this.
Yeesh. Okay. Not for football. Well, not for the play. Anyway, you won last year, so I can't talk.
Once again, yes.
You're right. Okay.
All I hear is talking.
Let's go with tight ends. Who you got, B?
Yeah, I'm disrespecting all of y'all now.
Okay.
Number 1, Dallas Goedert.
Okay, Dallas Goedert.
Number 2, Zach Ertz, because he's still on the roster.
Zach Ertz over Logan Thomas?
Wow. Yep. Number 3, Logan Thomas. And number 4, your boy, Schultz.
You know him. I know something.
Exactly.
Schultz. Yeah.
Who's Ingram? I don't know him. He's not on his list.
We don't know that guy. He got Danny 2 Nichols, and also he has the red clap up there. You know, Coach Clap a lot. So,
but yeah, that's my 4. She don't want to make all these jokes.
All right. Who you got there, Dubs?
Here we go. Homer again. That's the Homer shrug.
Number 1, right, though.
Yeah, he might be right. Yeah,
I know. I'm gonna be right.
Look, the proof's in the pudding, man. 72 catches, 670 yards, 6 touchdowns.
Yeah, he led all of us.
5 catches, 524 yards, 3 touchdowns.
You said Goddard had how many?
65 catches.
No, he didn't. No,
that's what the worst quarterback in the league, by the way. Don't forget that. He did not
have 65 catches, Dubs.
Are you sure? Oh, I'm sorry. Those are targets.
Yeah. Anyway, just talk about your list. Who you got for second?
All right. Thomas first.
Uh-huh.
Goddard second.
Uh-huh.
Ertz third.
Mm-hmm.
And Schultz fourth.
Oh, wrong as hell. I'm gonna tell you, you know what? Hey, GPS fans, they did not do their homework because I will set the record straight. Okay. Do you want to add anything onto that, Dubs, before I move to mine?
Okay. It's the Homer list.
Homer list? Okay, check it out. Tight end, number 1, Logan Thomas. Just for the same reason that over Goddard and Ertz. For real? Okay. And number 2, you can call me a homer. Yeah, Dalton Schultz over them. Number 3, I would come up with Dallas Goedert, and number 4, Zach Ertz. And I'm gonna tell you why. Goddard, not Goddard, but Schultz played in all 16 games, showing his durability. And as we say, the best ability here is availability.
Yeah.
Okay. Ooh. And he had better stats than both Ertz and Goddard. Did you know that?
But we had the worst quarterback throwing to him.
I don't want to hear that. Look,
I don't want to hear it either.
What do we have? We have Gigi. I just told you who our quarterbacks were last year. You're going to put the red firecracker, Double G, Benucci, and them over them? Come on, man.
Completion percentage.
Nah, bro.
Still led the league in interceptions.
That doesn't fly here.
Sacks. And he did not play the last 3 games. Do not do that to me.
Your boy had 63. Let me finish. Your boy had 63 receptions. My boy. Dalton Schultz, right? 615 yards, 4 touchdowns, finishing second most on the team, and 278 yak yards to, check this out, 82 combined. That's what both Goddard and your boy put up. 19 more receptions than that one man, okay?
Once again.
The yards, 859 yards, Dubs. 800 between both of them, 859 yards and 4 touchdowns. He had 4 touchdowns by himself. Both of your boys combined have 4 touchdowns. And like I said, your quarterback situation wasn't worse than ours.
Oh my God!
At least you had Carson Wentz has been playing with those boys from the time they got drafted. Not Ertz.
But
got drafted.
To retort that,
you're wrong, baby.
I watched the games. I've seen multiple times when Wentz and Goddard were always wide open. You can drive a truck down the space, how much space they had in the field, and Wentz would miss his read. He was playing terrible football. It's not on them. That was on Wentz's ability to see them down the field.
Right?
Whatever.
I just set it up.
His eyes lied to him.
Hey,
your eyes lied to you.
Go check it. We had Danucci.
You check it.
Dak was going after the 4th game. After 4 games and 3 quarters, he was done. After that, the red firecracker came in. He got knocked out, I think a week later, by your boy Dubs, your linebacker, right? Yeah. After he got knocked out by him, who shows up?
13 straight games.
13 straight games. Danucci showed up.
13 straight games.
So
one of the things we all are missing on is the fact that all 3 of our teams had at least 2, maybe 3 quarterbacks.
Right. No. Okay, the only time they brought in Jalen Hurts was when they
the season.
Your boy wasn't
13 straight games.
Hold on. When your boy wasn't getting it done, but other than that, they were riding with your man. And then in the last game, they put in Sudfeld.
Somebody in between.
They put Sudfeld in the last game.
Hurts
so you can't count that. They had two quarterbacks. You had the two, and their top quarterback. One is their leading, is going to be their starter this year, and the other one was supposed to be, or is going to be the starter with the Colts. So you can't blame that on that.
Yes, I can.
Dalton Schultz is better.
No,
Take that to the bank.
No, he is not.
Look at the numbers. I just read the numbers off.
That's just whack numbers from last.
4 touchdowns combined.
Hurts going to show y'all.
They weren't even sniffing the end zone. As a matter of fact, Goddard had 3, and your boy Zach had 1.
It doesn't matter. Wentz was the last ranked quarterback. Led the league in interceptions. He did not play 3 games the whole season.
I got a song coming from that.
Don't give me that. Don't give me that.
All right, man.
That's a weak take.
Let's move on to the
offensive line.
Let's move on to the offensive line. All right. Who you got there, B?
It's Rob's. Offensive line.
Yeah.
Just like just one player.
No.
One player?
4. Give me 4.
Oh, the 4?
Top 4.
Oh, top 4, one players or just lines in general?
Offensive.
It can be a guard, it could be a center, but just one top 4 in the league, in our division.
I mean, I don't really know y'all offensive line. That's the problem.
Go ahead. Let Dubs take it. Let Dubs go first, and I'll go. And then you'll see. Go ahead, Dubs. Who you got?
Right. Number 1. Now, mind you, y'all can call me a homer if you want.
No, not at all. Because I probably have.
Go ahead.
All right. Brandon Scherf, Washington football.
Yep.
He's the only offensive lineman in our division that only
went
gave
to the All-Pro.
1 sack. Yeah, but listen to this. He only gave up 1 sack all last season.
Yeah,
he only had 1 penalty called against him all last season.
I got him.
End of discussion, number 1.
Ditto. I got him at number 1 too. Who you got for number 2?
Dallas Martin.
Zach Martin. Okay, I got the same thing. This is gonna be easy for us. Okay.
Number 3, Philly, Kelsey.
Yep, I got Kelsey at number 3. Damn, he does. You see? And who you got for number 4? That's gonna get tricky now.
Philly, Johnson.
I got Tyron Smith. I got Tyron. I ain't thinking no Lane Johnson. Stay in your lane. You know what?
Whoa.
Sorry, cuz. But you got to stay in your lane.
No. Pro Football Focus has Lane Johnson top 10.
Yeah, where they have him at? I'm just telling you what your tight ends did last year and how you had no receivers.
Why you worried about 12 personnel? Don't worry about that. You can talk about
because the reason why is because your running back did all right, but receiving wise, what did y'all do? The receivers had nothing in the top 10, nothing in the top 20.
Quarterback play.
I looked at it. Y'all had no receivers in the top 20.
It falls on quarterback play. The worst quarterback ranking.
Wasn't that the same quarterback who was also an MVP? It wasn't Dougie P there last year. Wasn't Dougie Poo there? The guy who won the Super Bowl for y'all. He was there, and all those same players who were Super Bowl, Zach Ertz was in the Super Bowl, right? Was Goddard in the Super Bowl? Did Goddard go to the Super Bowl?
That offense fell on Wentz. It fell on his shoulders every time.
Well,
the success, the
have to blame it on somebody else.
Going through his reads, he regressed last season.
Who's your 4?
My 4. Okay, my 4. I don't care. I'm homering it out. Number 1's Lane Johnson. I'm sorry. Top 10 Pro Football Focus. Do not at me. Number 2, I'll give it to Sheriff. Number 3, I'll give it to Smith. And number 4, I'll give it to Kelsey. Straight up. That's how it is. That's how it will be.
All right. I feel you, bro. But what you said?
Who's your number 3?
Smith, Tyron Smith.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. All right. I mean, I don't see anybody else.
Don't worry. Y'all keep blaming the skill positions on themselves. It was Wentz's fault. Someone got to give him the ball.
It wasn't just Wentz's fault.
It wasn't
somebody else who got jettisoned out of there too, and that's Dougie P.
Yeah,
I understand. No, it falls on both of them, but
Dougie P has something.
Most of that success was on Winston's shoulders.
That dumpster fire that got started. He's gone now. So this year you got to play rock paper scissors with that. Anyway.
Terrible joke. You keep relying on that one. I'm gonna make him a McCarthy joke. I'm gonna think of it. Don't worry.
Guess what time it is, y'all? Guess what time it is? It's
good. We got a little tension heat up in here.
Got a lot happening this week, boy. Kick it, B. What you got for us? BB
all right,
ballin'.
NBA update. Your boy Chris B balling.
That's
Chris
right.
Stradamus. We here.
Right.
All right. So draft day trades went down. The biggest being Russell Westbrook to the Lake Show. What are your thoughts on that?
Love it. Love it. Love it.
Bye-bye, Westbrook.
Beal is staying in the DC.
Man, 4 teams in 4 years, bro. 4 teams in 4 years. And if everywhere you go smells like shit, it might just be you, fam. Bye-bye, Russell. And thanks for the memories, though. But I have witnessed your ceiling.
Give him some respect.
Russell Westbrook
He got to the playoffs, though. He got to the playoffs, though.
That's right, he did. But we still see his ceiling, and that's not gonna, take us anywhere else, because the rest of the guys aren't going to get better. He's going to rebound. He's going to do all the assisting. Yeah, he's what the Lakers need, not what we need. And however, if the Lakers meet the Nets, I would think in the finals next year, it will be made for TV ratings, and the shit talking between LBJ, Kyrie, Russ, KD, and the Beard will be epic. Kyrie telling LBJ he can't hit a big shot, and KD telling Russ he can't throw the ball in the ocean from a dinghy. And the Beard piling on by telling Russ much of the same. That's how I see it. But I'm happy that he went to the right place, because I believe with that trio right there, they're going to be dangerous. But for us, I'm happy he's gone, because now we have all that cap space. We'll be able to, get the necessary players that we need to try to keep my man BB3 or BB King. But, at the end of the day, if it doesn't work out, hey, we had 8 good years with him? 8 good years, I think, with BB. Yeah. So, yeah.
I mean, plus I got 2 champions with Kuzma and KCP, so I might have some champions with Kuzma on that roster.
Block. He's on the trading block, man. We're getting rid of Kuzma. We don't even want to keep Kuzma because we're going to overload too much at that position. We already have Montrez, who we're going to keep, because we know what Montrez can do if he's happy and if he's in the right situation. He can give us 20 off the bench or 20 as a starter. Also, what do you have? KCP, we have him, giving Bradley spells where he can come out, sit down, and not lose too much and be hitting threes. And Kyle, we'll trade you somewhere so we can get more money off the books, so we can go after another free agent such as your boy Lonzo Ball, or maybe even Kyle Lowry.
Yeah, I definitely think. I think Kuzma might be trade bait.
Yeah, he's trade bait.
Yeah.
And some others who might be on the team.
Come on, Dinwiddie.
Yeah,
you want Dinwiddie.
He wants Dinwiddie, but
you keep talking. It's like
Dinwiddie's nice now. He's nice, but he's not a point guard.
Dinwiddie, actually.
Yeah, he does, but we need a point guard.
Yeah, we need a point guard.
Yeah, and we made a trade. In that trade came the guy from Indiana, Drew Holiday's younger brother, and he's just not gonna get it done.
Yeah, you got the younger
and
Holiday
Ish
brother.
Smith.
Yeah,
Ish Smith is not gonna get it done as a starter.
All right. Did you give your take on that, Dubs?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay. With the signing of Russell Westbrook, will veterans like Rudy Gay, DeMar DeRozan, Melo, you think that they will be making their way toward LA as well? You think most like those players are basically saying they can't do it themselves? They're going to ride LeBron's coattails to the grand ship.
Yeah, I mean, but if you look at a guy like Melo, I mean, what you think? You think Melo? I don't think
you don't think so?
I don't think he can give you anything right now.
I don't think there's enough championship rings to go around to get Melo and LeBron to play on the same team.
I mean, they're good friends now.
Yeah, but
I just think that there's not enough left in the tank. To me, it's Melo, Kuzma. It's pretty much the same at this point. You know, it's like nobody's going to be scared of Melo coming off the bench like they used to be. Now, if you say, what was the other guy's name you mentioned?
Rudy Gay and DeMar DeRozan.
Okay, now if you say DeMar DeRozan, but they don't have enough money for DeMar.
Yeah.
And Rudy Gay, he's just like kind of like Melo. You know, I think he's prime.
I mean, the Lakers do have 130 mil in cap space, so they can make some moves. And
you don't have to wheel and deal and try to get somebody out there, but maybe they should use that money to keep Dennis Schroeder. I mean, because if you already have.
No, why?
Well, because I mean, he can still fill in.
He doesn't. Schroeder wants to be a starter. He doesn't want to be a bench man. He's tired of being the bench man now. He's at the point where he wants to be a starter. So he's going to go to a team that he wants to start at.
Who's your starting two guard? LeBron?
That is a good question because we do not have a two guard with KCP being gone. But I think they're going to sign somebody, or it might be THT, Horton Tucker.
Okay. But then if he doesn't want to come off the bench and he wants that max contract, I say goodbye to Schroeder.
Yeah, Schroeder, I think Schroeder does not want to be a six man anymore. He wants to be the starter.
Yeah.
Even though I don't think he has starter pedigree. I don't think he has that.
There's a lot of pedigree he doesn't have. Yeah. I mean, he tried to hustle, you know, during that last game or whatever, but still too little, too late. You know, like you got to come out like that every game and play it with that type of intensity, not when your back's up against the wall.
All right. Moving on. So are the Sixers asking too much for Ben Simmons? The report is Golden State declined an offer for number 7 pick, number 14 pick, Andrew Wiggins, Wiseman, and 2 future first round picks for Simmons. That's what they asked for Golden State, and Golden State declined. The Sixers also asked for 4 first round picks and 3 swaps and a young player from the Spurs. And then they also asked from the Raptors for Lowry, Van Fleet, Anunoby, and a 4th pick for Simmons. You think that asking price is too high?
I think if they're going to ask for that much for him, you might as well keep him if y'all think so highly of him. I mean,
I agree.
Because I don't think he's worth any of that. Like I said, his name is Benjamin Simmons. No J. He's just showing up. He'll get you some rebounds. He'll fold on the clutch. He'll try to pass it even when he's going for a layup right underneath the rim. So his confidence is shot. It's gone. Unless that boy, they showed me some videos of him hitting like 10 3-pointers in a row or something like that in practice, I won't take him.
Did you see what Black Captain America did to him at the ESPYs?
Oh, you talking about Anthony Mackie?
I didn't see that.
He built this orphanage with his bricks. He threw in the playoffs.
Then he had 2 little kids come up on stage and say, "Thank you for building our house."
Oh my God!
It's the Kardashian curse. You see what happens when you mess with them Kardashians?
Right, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, Tristan Thompson recently got traded too.
Yeah. They want to get that curse out of Boston. They already see it coming. They're like, you know what? You got to go. Ime Udoka, he's half Nigerian. He probably went home, talked to the witch doctor. The witch doctor said, "Hey, look, get rid of that guy." The Kardashians, no. He's scared of them. No. Get rid of that dude. So yeah, man.
Where was he traded to?
Atlanta.
Oh, he took his bad luck to Atlanta. Anyway, I don't know.
I mean, who knows what's going to happen next with that roster anyway.
Yeah, I mean, Trey already twisted his ankle on a referee's foot. I mean, how much worse could it get in a game? They had that series. they had Giannis and them on the ropes.
Your coach is okay with that trade, man. He's a no-nonsense coach, man.
Hey, you saw what he did when he came to Atlanta and flipped it up. So I think I don't think it's a bad signing. I think it's more of a depth.
No, it's not
anyway.
a bad signing. I mean,
they got Capella, so now they got Thompson coming off the bench. I'm like, I feel like it's.
I'll take him here. We take him here. Well, who we let me see. Nah, because he ain't getting no time from Montrez. He's not going to take any time away from Gafford. He's not going to take any time away from my man returning from injury, Mr. Thomas Bryant. So yeah, we wouldn't need him. Maybe who need him? Brooklyn. He should have gone to Brooklyn.
He definitely should have gone to Brooklyn. I definitely see that more. Then he having a better chance of getting a ring anyway.
Yeah.
You ever takes on the Ben Simmons Dubs?
Yeah, I agree with Pete, man. I mean, yeah, he's not worth. He's nowhere close to being worth what they're asking for him. So, they're starting out way too high, knowing that they're going to have to negotiate down. I mean,
what was that line, Dubs? What was that line with the coach Singletary when he played? Can't do it. Nope. Won't do it.
Yeah, those asking prices were too high. I'm like, you're asking 4 first-round picks.
Yeah,
4 first-rounders.
No.
Yeah.
For barely.
What did he show me to give him that?
Yeah. Exactly. I agree. I'm like, he declined to work on his jump shot the entire time he was with the Sixers. So I'm like, why would you even decide to even surrender your future for him?
Any chance he ends up with the Lakers? You said the Lakers got the money.
Yeah, but you want him and you want 2 guys on the team who can't shoot.
Too many bricks. Too many bricks. I'm good.
Last I checked, they didn't need a hospital. They didn't need a hospital to build that quickly.
I need shooters, defenders, and another big man. That's all I need. Shooters, defenders, big men. I don't want Ben Simmons.
They're gonna have to get extra insurance for those people who's sitting up on front court.
That's right.
Yeah, man.
All right, and with the draft coming to, I guess, most of a close, the Detroit Pistons hauled in Cade Cunningham and Luka Garza. Do you see them as the new dynamic duo coming up in the next generation of the NBA?
Well, I say when you pair him with the other guy who's there, Grant, Jeremy Grant, I think his name.
Jeremy Grant, yeah.
And now you have a center who can go in there and, give you some strong rebounds and give you a low post spread. But I don't know how it works. His 3-point shooting. Does this Garza guy have a 3-point shot?
I don't know if he's a stretch. I don't know if he's a stretch big, but I know he broke a lot of his school's records when he was playing with Iowa. So like a lot of the records that were broken, his name's on them.
It's like Utah Rudy Gobert. Yeah.
I think he's a regular season. Yeah.
But once they play small ball, he'll be in a horrible position, especially in the NBA when those guys are moving back and forth. Is he from America? The Garza, or is he Hispanic or something?
Luka Garza sounds like he's
Spanish
not from
name.
Here.
Yeah.
I'm gonna see if I can look into it real quick.
Yeah, because once again, we don't have a big man. But if so, if he is from here, I'll root for him, and hopefully, he can lock it down the next international games that we have. They can throw him in there and possibly be a threat down low or somewhat of
he actually he's American. He's American.
Okay, hey, Luka. Hey.
You know what, though? I've never been high. I've watched the Big Ten every year that he was in college, and because Maryland's in the Big Ten, and I'm a big Maryland.
Yeah.
I've never been all that high on him. I mean, his last 2 years were his best 2 years, simply because Bruno Fernando from Maryland left early, and then Sticks from Maryland left early. But those 2 guys owned him in college. And so, so without them in the Big Ten, I mean, he had better than average years his last 2 years. But I've always looked at him as more a power forward in the NBA, not a center.
Interesting.
Okay, because if you try to have him play center against Embiid, it's over.
I mean, of course, Embiid's just a dominant force. You can't stop him.
Pella, look, Brooke Lopez would take him to school. So, yeah, man, I've never seen him as a center in the NBA. But if they want to try that experiment, more power to him. But
how tall is he again?
6'10".
6'10".
He's 16.
Okay, so he's not. I thought he was like 7 something. Okay, yeah, that could work. He might have some move his puppies.
Yeah.
Well, Uncle Pete touched on this a little bit earlier, but this was also my question: how poetic would it be if there was a Lakers Nets finals in 2022?
Oh, I'm all in. I'm all in, baby. Oh yeah. I'm sign me up.
Have a field day with that, man.
Yeah. I mean, it'll be better than this year's finals.
Rightfully so.
It'll be a lot better than this year's finals. That's
press conferences, the rivalry, trash talk on the court during the game.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it'll be endless. It'll be the craziest, most dramatic finals ever. Former teammates getting together.
Oh yeah. Back and forth, jawing.
And then like on opposite sides, both of them one of them won championships with each other, which LeBron and Kyrie.
Kyrie. Yeah.
KD won by himself, but
right. The other two dudes ain't got no chips, so I think they're a little hungrier. I mean, Russell's hungry, but the other dudes, if they can stay healthy, man, because they're on the tail end of LeBron is on the tail end of his career. And, it all comes down to how healthy will he be in time for the playoffs. And the same thing for AD. If AD keeps getting hurt like he did last year, I would say that based on LeBron and what that guy can do, Russell Westbrook, you can rest your boy and get in as the 8th seed and still win that thing, still win that conference. So play it smart, Frankie the Flunky.
Again.
Hey, like I said, their downfall was offense. So I'm like, getting Westbrook, I think, is a plus. They just got to sign some more shooters.
Don't they have Fizdale there as a coach too now, as assistant? I think you guys hired Fizdale out of Miami. Well, who used to play with Miami. I mean, used to coach in Miami when LeBron was there winning. Yeah. So that might help.
What you saying, Dubs?
Again, Giannis is lucky that he got this one under his belt.
I agree.
Out of the way before the NBA championship is owned by either the Lakers or
the Nets.
The Nets for the next few years.
True.
Basically, he got it while everyone was reloading.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody was out of bullets. He had
reloading and being injured.
Exactly. He got that one asterisk championship, but everybody would be like, it's not an asterisk. I'm like, come on. The amount of stars that got injured in these playoffs is crazy.
Hey, but if he goes back and sees the same juju, man, get ready next year.
That's true.
Another man down.
But like I said, we'll see. But that about wraps it up for me and Chris B. Ballin'.
All right. Chris B. Ballin'.
To my man, baby. Peter Dubs.
Do what it do, Major League Baseball. Hey, batter, swing.
We got some good stuff.
This week in Major League Baseball.
Yeah.
Can't
trade
start
deadline
anywhere but COVID
first.
COVID. 2 days ago, the Washington Nationals had 12 people test positive for COVID. 4 players and 8 coaches. Okay. And the interesting note is that, excuse me, all but one of those who tested positive have been vaccinated.
Damn. Are they all sleeping with the same girl?
Passing her around. That's terrible. Have some class.
Can you say Christine Lang?
Oh yeah, but we can't talk about that like that on this show.
I
know. Woo, do I remember?
Woo, save it.
Burning, baby, burning.
So what does COVID lead you to do? What? Trade away as many people as you possibly can. So today, 4 p.m. was the Major League Baseball's trade deadline. And the amount of trades that went on starting yesterday, Thursday, to today, Friday, it's off the charts. I can't go over all of them, but I'm going to give you the ones that are going to have major implications on the remainder of this season and who could be playing in the World Series.
What was it, Rizzo's fire sale? Is that what he's doing?
It feels like it was everybody.
Everything must
go. Yes. Yeah, I mean, the Chicago Cubs traded away Chris Rizzo, and they traded away Chris Bryant. So they traded Bryant to the Giants, and Rizzo went to the New York Yankees. Yeah, and now this is the last year of Rizzo's contract, so he more than likely won't re-sign with the Yankees. There's a chance he could come back to the Cubs next season,
which would be hilarious.
But at 33, he'll be 33 then. So
yeah,
you know, if you love the city and you want to retire as a Cub, whether they're in contention or not, you know, it may be worth doing. Right. So now Chris Bryant going to the Giants is huge because, you know, I talked about the Washington football team being loaded. Well, the National League West is absolutely loaded.
Yeah.
So
there's all-star teams you're going against.
Yeah, after these trades. So another interesting trade is that the Washington Nationals traded Kyle Schwarber to the Red Sox. So the Red Sox get another bat.
Okay.
On a lower contract. He could end up re-signing with them. But you know, come playoff time, they're going to have that additional bat. He'll probably DH for them, and he's hitting a good number of home runs. So it just makes their lineup that much more dangerous. Again, the Yankees acquired Rizzo, which is huge for the Yankees because one of the Yankees' problems so far has been their lineup is filled with right-handed hitters. Well, Rizzo's a left-handed hitter.
Right.
So, and he hits for power. So
they've been listening to our podcast.
That's right. They've been listening. They've been listening. So yeah, so he's going to add some left-handed pop to their lineup. So another interesting trade, the Oakland A's got Starling Marte from the Miami Marlins, which is huge because Oakland's trying to keep up with the Houston Astros, and they need hitters. So, and Marte is doing fairly well at the plate. So that's a good trade. The Padres, who are 2 games ahead of the Dodgers, one game behind the Dodgers, acquired all-star Frazier from the Pirates, second baseman, Scott Frazier. So that's huge because he's going to be, he's good at the plate. He's good in the field. He's an all-star. So he's going to pair up with Tatis and
Machado.
And you know, see what they can do. So now the most important trade.
Unfair.
And unfair.
Talk about it.
Unfair.
This is just an absolute fleecing. The Washington Nationals sent Max Scherzer and Trey Turner to the Dodgers for 4 prospects. Of those 4 prospects, 2 of them are the Dodgers' top 2 minor league prospects. Both of those 2 prospects are ranked in Major League Baseball's top 60 of minor leaguers. So yeah, and both of them have big expectations for next year.
Right.
So,
everyone must go in Washington.
Everyone must go. Yes.
But I believe that they knew that they wouldn't be able to re-sign Trey Turner, so they just had to go ahead.
Yeah, trade him. I mean, that's smart. Yeah, that makes sense.
So a couple of things. The Nationals knew they wouldn't be able to re-sign Trey Turner, but also the Dodgers already have a second baseman that they may not be able to re-sign either. So having Trey Turner
it just makes sense. Yeah,
makes sense. Yeah. It makes sense. And Max Scherzer, that's just, you know what, get us there and keep us there. I mean, Scherzer,
you're 2022 World Series champion.
Yeah.
Or 2021. I'm sorry.
Right.
Him and your man as the aces 1-2. I mean, the pitching is just going to be ridiculous.
Insane. Right. Good luck. Yeah. Have fun in the playoffs.
Yeah. Yeah.
When you play the Dodgers, oh my God.
Yeah.
San Francisco Giants are just like, what? I mean, if you look at those 3 teams right there, San Diego, the Padres, Dodgers, and Giants, I think somehow they should have spread them out or something, because the playoffs, one of those guys aren't going to make the playoffs. Am I right?
Well, one of them's going to play a 1-game playoff.
Oh.
to be
Well,
in.
the other one gets, the other two can get in.
While the other two could possibly get in. So yeah.
Okay.
So it's going to be interesting to see who ends up playing that one game.
Got you.
It's definitely going to be the third
probably the Padres
rank in that division. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, right now the Padres are 5.5 behind the Giants, and the Dodgers are 3 games behind the Giants.
Do you think that there's a possibility that those shots that were fired outside of, the stadium a couple of weeks ago had anything to do with them saying, we don't want to resign here? We have our families and stuff. Think about it. An employee of the National Park, ballpark got shot. So they're thinking to themselves, you know what, and look where, like you said, tracks used to be, all that. This is a seedy area. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I want to go play with the Dodgers. You know what I mean?
Let's send me to the other side of the coast.
Right. The Dodgers are in a nice, plush neighborhood, I'm sure, tucked away somewhere where there's not a lot of gang violence outside and all that. However, I see the fans going there and start beating people up.
Yeah.
Those Dodger fans are unruly sometimes.
Yeah. So that's it on the trade front. Again, there were lots of other trades, but I think those are the most important.
The best ones,
trades.
yeah, I agree.
Those are the ones that will have major playoff implications in the upcoming months. So,
true.
And just a quick standings update. In the American League East, the Boston Red Sox and Tampa Bay Rays are separated by 1.5 games.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
That's
and
tight.
we are at the 100-game mark. So there's teams have anywhere from 58 to 60 games left. So
and the Yankees still have a chance to actually squeak their way into the playoffs.
The Yankees still have a chance. They are 8.5 back in 3rd place. So if this Rizzo trade works out, and they get their injured players back and they get their rotation going the right way and they improve upon their lineup and get some timely hitting and timely pitching, then this could be a different ball game come the end of the season. So
true.
Because honestly, the Red Sox are not running away with it.
No.
Not at all.
They got competition.
So, yeah. In the American League Central, the Chicago White Sox have an 8-game lead on the Cleveland Guardians.
My pick is standing strong, baby. Go ahead, White Sox.
That from now on.
Yes, in the American League West, the Houston Astros have a 5.5-game lead on the Oakland A's. But again, Oakland just picked up Starling Marte, who is a nice bat for them to have. Now, this is the first time in the American League. But really, nowadays, there isn't too much difference between pitching in the American League and pitching in the National League, like there used to be back in the 80s.
Right.
So yeah, if you can hit, you can hit. And if you can hit in spite of what your hitting instructor tells you to do, then you're even better.
Right.
The hitting
just don't listen to him now. Just do great.
Do you?
Yeah, do you. That's right.
That's what hitting instruction is.
Right.
Do you?
Do you, fam?
Over in the National League, the New York Mets have a 3.5-game lead on the Philadelphia Phillies, who have a 500 record. So that's how bad that division is. Yeah, man. Yeah. In the National League Central, the Milwaukee Brewers, surprise, have a 7-game lead on the Cincinnati Reds. And as mentioned in the National League West, the Giants have a 3-game lead on the Dodgers and a 5.5-game lead on the Padres. And there's still lots of baseball to be played. Up to close to 60 games remaining. So it's going to be interesting to see how baseball goes in the last third of the season. Because I'm sure some injuries may creep in there. And let's not forget with the Dodgers pickup of Scherzer kind of balances them out, because remember they lost Trevor Bauer because he's indefinitely suspended. No, not suspended. He's dealing with a legal matter that's going on for about the last 2 weeks, and so Major League Baseball pulled him so that he can take that head on. So, Yep.
Yeah. It's still gonna be crazy. It's gonna be a dogfight in the NL West, man.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I look forward. I'm gonna start watching more of those series.
Oh yeah, you got
down
yeah.
the stretch,
You're definitely
especially
gonna
down
be
the
tuning in
stretch.
too. I definitely agree.
Yeah.
Just to give you one last item,
Mm-hmm.
our Baltimore Orioles, Uncle Pete.
There it goes.
Everything.
There it goes.
I was feeling good until you had to bring them up, man.
Well,
What you gonna tell us about
there's
that?
good news.
Oh, okay, all right.
They are not the worst. They are not the worst team in baseball.
Oh, there's a silver lining.
They have a 4-game lead
over the Diamondbacks.
Being the worst team in Major League Baseball.
I spit on you.
4-game lead. Yes.
Yeah. Oh boy.
Yeah.
Well,
silver lining.
Yeah, there's a silver lining.
Every time I mention the Orioles, silver lining.
Silver lining. Sheesh.
Yeah, so that is Major League Baseball, and once again,
hey, batter,
swing,
batter. All right, a quick note, y'all. On Chris B's be balling. I just want to mention that my brother David Vanderpool has replaced Mike D'Antoni as the Nets assistant coach. So, for your boy, he's trying to get a full-time head coaching job somewhere, but it seems like they keep looking him over, passing him over. But at least that's a good landing spot, because now if they go on and win a championship, more of a reason for me to root for them next year. Hopefully this COVID thing lifts up. I can hit my man up, get us some tickets or whatever, go in front of the stadium and start yelling Brooklyn, because I don't know what my Wizards.
I'm not rooting for Brooklyn.
Right, I know, but at least you want to catch some games. You know what I mean?
I'll say what's up to KD though, but I'm not.
You know what that's going to do for Kyrie? After the impact he had on Dame and the other guy. Oh my God, that's huge.
Yeah, that's huge. And even Dinwiddie, if he stays or whatever guard stays, he's definitely going to get some.
Dinwiddie, a future Washington Wizard.
Right. But look, MJ, Akeem, Dirk, D Wade, Isaiah, The Truth, Tim, Duncan, and Giannis. Do you know what they all have in common, y'all?
They won with the teams that drafted them.
Thank you. Hey, Bradley Beal. Do you know what all those have in common? Yes, Chris B just said it. They all stayed with their original teams and won chips there. So we don't need you jumping around, dick riding, or D riding, I'm sorry. And stop hoeing out in these streets, and just an observation, fam. Just an observation.
He wants to go to the Knicks, like I'm playing. I don't even know. No, they said he's not. They said Bradley Beal said he did not have any intention of leaving the Wizards. That's what I've heard so far.
Yeah.
I guess he figured we're not trading him this year, so he has to say that.
Basically.
Right. Let's keep one thing.
What?
Bradley Beal right now is on a max contract.
Right.
But guess what? He has 1 year left. He has 1 year left before being eligible for the Supermax 225.
Yeah, and let's see how many teams are going to be available to give him that kind of money.
Well, the Wizards
stay put, and I want this jersey to, go up in value.
The Raptors.
Put some gold around that 3.
If you leave, Kyrie's is going up. If you leave, Kyrie's is going up. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
You gonna put Kyrie's over there? Oh, come on.
If he leaves, oh yes, I will.
Oh, whatever.
That comes down. That's a collector's item if he leaves.
I guess.
Hey, but we gotta keep it moving, y'all. Check it out. Oh yeah, we heard it through the grapevine, and that was short enough for YouTube not to F us up. All right, what's going on with Simone Biles? Woo! I'm gonna let you take that, Dubs.
Yeah, you started off. You already got the soliloquy. Let's go ahead. Go ahead, do it.
Yeah,
drop these bars.
So look, man, it's a question for you. What do you think happens if you are an airplane pilot and you are flying a plane 25,000 feet in the air, and out of the blue, you lose control of your hands. You lose control of your arms.
Autopilot?
It might get you a little farther, but not completely to the end, to your destination.
Right.
So, and maybe I should start off a little bit differently. We are talking about someone who is a 31-time medal winner in the Olympics and the World Championships. Okay, she between the Olympics and World Championships, 23 gold medals, 6 silver medals, 7 bronze medals. So she deserves respect. Okay.
Yeah.
But yet we have to deal with the idiot saying, are mental health issues now the go-to excuse for poor performance of elite athletes? What a joke. That's what Piers Morgan had to say.
This dumbass always got to chime in.
I can't stand him. I really can't.
People. If he ain't talking about Meghan Markle, he's always going after his sister. That's his
it's
MO.
continuous.
Yeah, look at this. Just admit you did badly, made mistakes, and will strive to do better next time. Kids need strong role models, not this nonsense. Athletes are now deemed more courageous, inspiring, and heroic if they lose or quit than if they win or tough it out, which is ridiculous. I blame Twitter's virtue signalers for fueling this culture of celebrating weakness. Okay,
so that's coming from somebody who hasn't won squadouche.
Yes,
nothing.
It doesn't look
not even close.
Not even an athlete.
Athletic talent. How about this one here? Texas Attorney General Aaron writes. He said, contrast this with our selfish, childish national embarrassment, Simone Biles. And when he's talking about this, he was talking about Carrie Strug, the 1996.
I knew they were going to go there.
Yeah. Yeah, you knew they were going to make that comparison at some point.
Right.
Yeah. So again, who are these guys? Who are they to even say anything negative about Simone Biles? They don't know what they're talking about. They've never lifted one finger to participate in an athletic competition of any real high level.
Right, because if you want to say running your mouth is an athletic event, then okay, But other than that, they ain't running jack.
Right.
They don't even run to their mailbox.
Right. And so let's call a spade a spade. So Simone Biles pulled herself out of the Olympic competition because she did not feel that she had her mental in proper focus.
And that was the right thing for her to do.
Right. What led her to doing that is she literally was performing and she lost sight of the fact that she was supposed to do a 2.5 twist, but instead did a 1.5. And when you're 15 to 20 feet up in the air like that and your brain loses focus, that mental injury could lead to a physical injury. Okay. So yeah, I mean, she made the right call. I firmly believe she made the right call. I respect her for making the right call. And I don't think people should be shaming her or hating on her.
I could see if she made that call and Suni Lee, I think her name is, didn't win. So she already knew that her backup was going to win anyway. So why not give her that opportunity to go ahead and win the individual gold and all around gymnastics rather than go out there and, like you say, get injured or whatever, and then have people make all kind of assumptions about her.
Right. Exactly that, man. Right. So yeah, my hat goes off to her, man. I think for her recognizing what she did, forget the timing, forget the event, you're talking about preserving the rest of your life.
Yeah, true.
And saving yourself from major injury. So that's my take.
Okay.
You guys have at it.
B.
All right. I want to start off with just saying kudos to Simone Biles.
Okay.
She is the GOAT of her sport.
Right.
No one can hold a candle to her at this very stage.
No, they can't.
So any of you keyboard warriors, pundits, hosts, news anchors, and all that have your takes, attorney generals, you worrying about the wrong stuff, by the way.
Yeah.
But
by the way,
keep that on a hush. You're not even close to her to where she's been and where she is. You can't even hold a candle to it. So just stop all that static right there. Now, this is just my take. Coming from her standpoint, being a world champion, world-class Olympian, too good so good they have to lower her scores to make it seem competitive, and the judges, whatever, doing the consolation prizes to the underlings. Just imagine if they took away Tom Brady's touchdown passes because he's too good. Imagine if they took away some of LeBron's scoring because he's too good. Oh, we're having a different conversation.
Right.
They're up. We're uprising. Fans are going crazy. They docked her scoring, and there was silence. I cannot believe that. She is the best, and no one can come close to that. And they said we have to lower her scoring. That makes no sense. I don't understand how that can pass. But when she says, I need to take a break because my mental health is more of a glaring issue than winning these Olympics in these games, everyone's in uproar. That makes no sense to me. No one's going to the Olympic Commission and telling them, hey, that's unfair. She's good at what she does. She needs to get her recognition. They're not doing that. They're not running to the committee and outside their office building causing a ruckus. No, they're in Simone Biles' mentions saying that she's a quitter. She's a sociopath. He's a narcissist. She can't do all that. That's not fair. If I was in her position, you're not going to be in her position.
It's just a game.
You never will be in her position.
It's just gymnastics.
That makes no sense to me. I'm like,
hard. It's like if you made the comparison, it's like Shaq. You know, they changed the game for Shaq. You know, because Shaq was just that dominant that they're like, you know what, we got to call offensive fouls on that just to try to even it out a little bit. But yeah, I hear what you're saying.
I'm just saying the public outrage is misguided. And there needs to be more sympathy and empathy for Simone.
Right.
She's done so much and can still do so much more.
Right.
So this is not a national disgrace. They need to really, really look into their own lives if they're going to have this problem with her. They're projecting their own insecurities onto her, and that's not good. That's not good for her mental health. She's trying to get better, and they need to be more empathetic, like I said.
Yeah, I mean, I want to go all out and say, you know, what you guys are saying, but, you know, being a guy who came from a certain area, I realized that, you know, you have to be able to take a little ribbing here and there, you know, especially when you fall short a little bit. And, you know, some of the things those guys are saying, they're going a little bit too far. But I'll just say like this, right? Hey, another one's decamping is another person's gold. I say to her, you know, because she kind of created some of this for herself in terms of calling herself the GOAT. When you start calling yourself the GOAT and not let others call you the GOAT, and you start wearing stuff to say that you're the GOAT, people's expectations go through the roof. So I say, stay off social media, because you belong to a generation that if you take a shit and there's corn in it, they want to know if you ate it off the cob or if you bought it from a bag. Okay.
That's true. I agree.
This adds unnecessary pressures and distractions when you put too much stock in social media. I was listening to Dominique Dawes the other day. Y'all remember Dominique Dawes from Gaithersburg? Yeah. She has her thing right up the street in Gaithersburg. And she was just saying that, you know, she went through the same things too. I just think that it's a different era with social media. There's just that added pressure that you feel, even though there aren't any fans right now, you know, this, that, and the other. But, you know, but maybe that's even more so because everything is now more focused, you know, under a microscope that much more. You get too cocky when you're overly praised on social media and depressed when criticized. So unless you are old heads like Uncle P and Peter Dubs, and you too, Chris B, it seems that, from your generation, who have realized that we don't give a damn what you think about us. So these keyboard gangsters who hide behind a cowardly screen could never affect our outlooks on life. And I wouldn't spend too much mental equity on their cheap and broke ass thoughts and opinions. A wise person once told me that a bad opinion is like an asshole. Everyone has one in their family. Right?
I agree.
That's just what it is, man. So I'm sorry, Simone, you had to go through all that and hear some of that nasty stuff. But hey, take advice from us. Stay off social media for a minute until, you know, everything kind of simmers down a little bit. All right, y'all.
Don't come in my face, you'll keep it moving. Yeah, to the K-I-M. Keep it moving. Yeah, to the K-I-M. I ain't got no time.
All right. Kicking it. Soccer, football. In the Olympics, United States women's national team received $1 million from Title IX apparel company amid equal pay lawsuit appeal. Missy Parks, that's her name, Title IX founder and CEO, was so ticked off, she decided to write the biggest check in her company's 32-year existence. She added, "This women's soccer team has dominated the sport like no other. They really are a national treasure," which they are, because I look around right now, there's no real shoe-ins when you go there, but they have been a shoe-in. And also to the women's basketball, I would say, have done that on the international scene. So yeah, she went ahead and she cut that check, man. You know, kudos to her. All right, moving on. Germany, who captured the silver medal in the last Olympics, was ousted by the mighty elephants of the Ivory Coast, aka Côte d'Ivoire. Yeah, therefore are eliminated from the knockout round. Ivory Coast placed second in their group behind Brazil, which pushes them through to the quarterfinals. Also, after the departure of striker Sancho to Manchester United from Borussia Dortmund of the Bundesliga, American Giovanni Reyna, that's Claudio Reyna's son, will wear the number 7 jersey. So that's big news right there. Also, it seems on the heels of the national embarrassment, England's manager for the national team, Gareth Southgate, says he wants more South Asians to represent their squad. In the semifinals of the CONCACAF Gold Cup, the U.S. men's team beat first-time invitee Qatar in an exciting match 1-0 on a 86-minute Jesse Zardes goal to advance to the CONCACAF final, where they will face, that was a good game.
You already know what's up. I said it.
Yeah, where they will face Mexico, who won the battle of the U.S. borders, border wars, I should say. Mexico to our south beat Canada to our north, our neighbors to our north, 2-1 in a thriller that Mexican striker Hector Herrera put away in the 9th minute of injury time after 90 minutes was played, shocking the U.S. and Mexico will meet in the finals, like Chris B said, on Sunday.
So shocking.
August 1st in Las Vegas. That's on this Sunday, I believe.
8:30.
Yeah, get your popcorn, y'all.
I'm watching. I'm locked in. Let's get it.
I believe. That's all, folks.
We got
a little either or. A little something. Let me see. Where is this? I gotta hit him with the. There you go. That's right. It's. Yes, sir. Better player. Run CMC or Derek DH, designated hitter Henry. You know, they got the
Madden rating.
Right. We're gonna do the Madden rating next week. That's going to be a special, thing where we're going to go down position by position. So who you think is the better player? Run CMC, which is McCaffrey, or Derrick Henry?
Derrick Henry.
Come on, Derrick Henry. Clean sweep.
Clean sweep. Come on, Madden. What are you doing?
All right, Khalil Mack or Myles Garrett?
Ooh, that's good.
Myles Garrett?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm torn. I can't pick.
Well, let's just say I went for Khalil Mack. So let's see if you're going to stick someone on the island, or who you're going to stick on the island.
I mean, I'm leaning towards Mack because, like, he can
vicious.
He's a force.
Yeah.
I'm going Mac, man. I can't. I'm going.
There you go.
Think about Mac is
Return of the Mac.
He gets mixed up a lot, and he plays through it, but he misses the fact that playing nicked up kind of decreases his talent, and his numbers are atrocious when he's nicked up.
Yeah, has others.
Yeah, as is anybody. But when you're like me and you have him in a keeper league in fantasy football,
oh, he's mad. That's animosity from last
he's
draft.
salty.
The last
his personal,
salty with
personal
Matt right
business.
now.
Hey, JJ Watt, they're
has
resting JJ Watt right now. They're giving that man
right.
a break.
That's right.
Good for the
that has some history behind that pick.
He don't need no preseason. All right, I'll tell y'all what: D Hop or Stephon Diggs.
Whoa! These are some good ones. These are some really good ones.
Depends on who's vaccinated.
What does that have to do with them catching a damn ball?
Oh my gosh!
Look, one may have one more catch than the other one, and that catch may be COVID.
Ooh, another good one.
But I want to tell you, let's save that for jokes of the episode.
I'm gonna go Diggs, because he's my Maryland boy.
Okay, Diggs. Okay.
Yeah, I'm going Diggs too.
Diggs, clean sweep. Diggs, it is. Come on, man. All right. Which team will have a better record, Rams or Seahawks?
Seahawks.
Rams.
I already knew that. You're on an island, B. Seahawks.
Whatever. I don't care.
Let Russ cook.
I'm gonna die on that hill.
Let Russ cook.
Matt Stafford is going to go
You put
in.
too much.
That's his division
Stafford
now.
Didn't even make the top 10 of
it doesn't matter.
rating on the.
It don't matter because he's always slept on. That's Matt. That's how it is with Matt Stafford. I see this man play. I know that's his division.
You know what I say?
Rams
I must be in a slumber.
In Sierra, we trust.
Deep slumber. You were comatose, my guy.
In Sierra, we trust.
Yeah. All right. Cardinals or 49ers?
49ers.
49ers, better record? Okay.
Yeah.
Cardinals.
Yeah, because if Jimmy G starting, I don't know. Jimmy G.
Exactly. I agree.
Jimmy G string is starting this year. So, he's just waiting to get replaced. So I think they might slide a couple of games before that happens. And they came in last place last year at 6-10. All right. Which team is more likely to win the NBA title in 2022? Nets or Lakers?
Nets.
Lakers.
Okay.
That's what I'm talking about.
I got Nets, but if Russell can shake off the playoff rust and play like regular season rust, then maybe. Better fit for the Wizards through free agency, Lonzo Ball or Kyle Lowry?
Kyle Lowry.
Okay.
You talking just plug and play?
Are you asking Kyle Lowry, or you just saying like it's definitely Kyle Lowry?
It's definitely Kyle Lowry.
Okay,
it's definitely Kyle Lowry.
Right,
I was like,
sweep,
Lonzo doesn't hold a candle to that.
I thought you're like Kyle Lowry. Like, hold on, you questioning the guy? All right, cool.
That's why I asked the long-term question, because I'm like, you thinking like now or long-term? Because
all in on that, man.
Kyle Lowry wins.
Yes.
All right. Better player, Giannis or Luka? Giannis, okay.
Giannis. I say Giannis because Luka, I like him, but he's too much of a ball hog, man. And I don't like ball hogs.
Man, he passes the ball. That boy has more assists than Giannis.
He passes the ball after he's too tired to shoot because he's already jacked up 50
the man got put up 48 for them to win. If he got put up 48 for them to win, he was going to win. You know what I'm saying? But anyway,
I can't give it to Luka though because
he got a chip.
Giannis, well, that and you saw what happened. Giannis dropped 50.
Okay. It's a tie until one of them start to shoot better than the other from the free throw line. But if Giannis develops a jumper this offseason, he'll be the best player in the league. And you can take that to the bank and deposit it. Okay. If he comes back with a jumper, it's over, y'all. All right. Ohtani or Tatis? Say it again.
Ohtani.
Okay.
Yes, Ohtani.
I understand. Yeah. I would lean. I'm like Tatis has shown some great plays and done great, but Ohtani, it's just crazy to see how all the things he's doing. It's insane.
Yeah, that's a clean
hitting.
Was Tatis even in the home run derby?
No, I think he was resting
because he is resting.
Yeah.
All right, then. That should just tell you everything you need to know.
Yeah, and Otani, man, he pitches too. So unless
exactly the pitching and the hitting, come on, man,
it's Otani.
Exactly, Otani, man.
All right, check this one out. Since we talked about earlier a little bit, who is a bigger disappointment to their countries, Naomi Osaka or Simone Biles?
That's a tough one, man.
Neither.
Yeah, neither. I don't want to call you disappointment.
No, I'm just saying now. I mean, the fact that they didn't, seal the deal. Who do you think is going to be a bigger disappointment? I mean, one person lost because they played through or whatever, even though she had, some mental issues. But the other one pulled out. Osaka,
because Biles' team still won.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, I'd say Osaka only because Simone already has medals on medals on medals on medals on medals.
Right.
So she's been proven.
Okay. Well, I went for Simone, y'all. I broke that. I'm on an island. Simone's Biles. Okay, who would you bet on to win the gold medal? The U.S. women's national soccer team or the U.S. women's basketball team? Who's a shoe?
Basketball.
Yeah, clean sweep. Basketball it is. B-ball. All right, y'all. We're coming to an end. It's the same shit. We're just dumping it in another commode, y'all. Y'all know how it goes. It's time for the crash dummy of this episode is jailed pharmaceutical executive Martin Shkreli. You remember him? Who purchased a one-of-a-kind Wu-Tang Clan album titled Once Upon a Time in Shaolin. After talking all that shit, the Fed sold the album as part of a civil forfeiture agreement he reached when convicted in 2017. Well, sometimes, man, you can't have it all. And apparently he didn't have it all. So,
I break it down to the bone bristle. Those beats, gun missile, heat seeking. Johnny Blaze, nightmares like West.
I seen it coming before it happened.
Fuck that. Special technique of
talking out your asshole. Hey, I don't want them to. Damn, they might get us for that one.
Yeah, you can't do too much.
That was a little long.
YouTube already clocking us. They're already clocking us.
Hey, take it easy on us, YouTube. We're just getting started. All right, joke of the episode. What did the Kardashians toaster say to the slice of pumpernickel bread on the counter? I want you inside of me.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. Okay. But I'm bummed. I'll be here all week, man.
AJ said.
Two men broke into a drugstore and stole all of the Viagra. So the police put out an APB to be on the lookout for two hardened criminals. Hey, yo! You like that one? Got another one for you. Yeezy and Hova are finishing up a collabo for Yeezy's new album titled Donda. And it's inspired by Kim, Courtney, and Chloe's trip to France in their early years. And it will be called Diggers in Paris. Hey, you got that Diggers, not you know it. All right. And as for Simone Biles,
I got it.
And as for Simone Biles, I'll take this from anyway. Who says black don't crack? All right.
That was from Michael Che.
Sorry, you got it. I was about to tell him, give him a shout out, but I won't put him on blast like that. But yeah, man. So
he's already on blast. Trust me, Twitter's already eviscerating him.
Water for all that, man.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's still comedy. You know what I mean? Yeah. I mean, some of the other stuff they were saying was outrageous.
Yeah. Saturday Night Live.
But I mean,
come on. Yeah, that's the thing. I'm like, people don't understand comedy is meant to push on these buttons.
Yeah.
It's supposed to do that. I mean, right. You're not supposed to take offense. These are jokes. They are literal jokes.
He's up on a brother. All right, y'all. All right. Here we are once again, my friends. A lie has many variations, but the truth none. Also, the truth runs marathons and lies run sprints. Let that marinate. Men lie, women lie, others lie. Simone Biles lie? Sorry, fam, but you're not the GOAT. Aaron Rodgers lied. Gardner Minshew lied. Bruh, you had to take a dump. You had to drop them kids in the pool at some point. For a whole week? For real? Come on, man. That's just unheard of. Did y'all hear what he said? That man said he didn't go to the bathroom for a whole week. Yeah. He was worried. He was worried that, you know, he wouldn't be able to start. But even the Dalai Lama and the Pope and Mother Teresa told some lies, but never has a ball on my eye. Shout out to my man Rasheed Wallace. And a big ups to Doyle Mitchell of Industrial Banks, serving the Washington, D.C. and Prince George's County, Maryland communities since 1934. And to Mary Bazzini of Godman Power in the Springfield, Virginia area with the Godman Grid solar power generators. Power to the future, y'all. And to Yes We See Fashions, that's to clothe and unite us. That's yes in 3 languages, English, French, and Espanol. And to Richie Ritz and his Parkables, PARKERABLD.com, with the P Clarence Challenge, as well as the PGC Tribe, which stands for Prince George's County, Maryland Tribe. And big ups to Brother Fatari with his healthy cane and coconut, fresh pressed sugar cane and coconut juice. So go to cane-coconut square.site to place your orders. Also to Aleem and Joe with Storytime Productions. And last but not least, D2, aka DJ Swig and Swig Entertainment. And like Dak, after throwing too much at Cowboys training camp on Tuesday, don't get too excited, haters. It's just precautionary measures being taken, all right? The U.S. fencer, what's that U.S. fencer's name? Hold on, let me get that name. What's their name, B?
I forgot.
But anyway, we're gonna get to that fencer's name. Who controlled his sword? Who couldn't control his sword by keeping it in his fence? And Texas wide receiver Randall Cobb, who wants to reunite with A-Rod. Anyway, and a once upon a time wide receiver Kelvin Benjamin, you remember him, who tried to make a comeback as a tight end, but the Giants couldn't make it fit. Put the cancer on 3, y'all. 1, 2, 3. Put Canta! Hey. Y'all
also, the guy's name is Alan Hadzik. He's from New Jersey, the fencer.
Okay. What's his name one more time so we can put him on block?
Alan Hadzik, ALENHADZIC. I don't know. Hadzik. I don't know how to.
Okay. Well, anyway, he was out there doing some stuff that he shouldn't be doing. Gotta control yourself, fellas. It's over, yo.
It's over.
All right, y'all. It's a wrap.